Hey guys, I'm Don Gaming.
All right, guys, I want to be responsible in getting this stream started just a few minutes early so we can test the audio. Please let me know if you come in here, if you can hear me. This is a new setup. I'm just trying to put myself in a position where I can make sure that people can hear me. Austin, what's up, brother? Yeah, I'm using a Blue Snowball mic. It's been a long time since I used the Blue Snowball. Very long time, but it's convenient for what I have going on right now. You can hear me loud and clear? Great. Great. What's going on? We're going to get these TVs powered on in just a second. Actually, they're on. And I'll get the lights turned off. And we'll start playing some content. We basically are going to have whatever that's on my Plex server, minus the XXX content, you know, for me to be able to play. We'll go through settings. Whatever you guys are interested in seeing, I'll do the best that I can to bring that to life. This is not going to be gaming. The reason we're not doing gaming is because, number one, I don't have a console plugged up, and then number two, there's just a little bit of work that I have to do to get behind the A95K, which is on the bottom. So I'm gonna give me some water. You guys said you can hear me, and then turn these lights out. We'll get these TVs on, and we'll get started. We still got a couple of minutes until the official time. I said 7:45, so 7:42. So I'm gonna just step away and give me some water. We'll get to it. All right, lights out. Using Apple TV. Thank you for the compliment, Quicksand. All right, now I'm going to probably adjust like the exposure of the camera once I get these on. But who knows, it might come out to look fine. All right, question for you, TKK. What is the length of the longer one connect cable for the S95C? Going to be purchasing S95C when I move. That cable's like, the one I have is like 9 feet. It's pretty long. It's pretty long. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this. I'm gonna run this kind of like, Brandon. What's up, brother? Glad to see your name here, man. But I'm going to attempt to run this live stream similarly to as if it was a video, right? So I just finished eating a small bite for dinner, and I was watching an episode of Blacklist. I'm on season 9 with this, and I made content about this the other day, right? So this is real-time stuff. Now, these televisions are both set on, what are they on? They are on, we're on cinema. So we look at picture mode for both, we're on cinema, okay? That's where I feel like these TVs look the same as close as possible. This professional with the newer TV on top. it does some different things that don't seem to be capable from a preset perspective on the A95K, right? So I think it's important anytime you're trying to do any type of comparisons to do the justice to try to get them as close to being identical as possible. In any event, watching the Blacklist has been pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and, for the hell of it, run a little bit of this episode. Let me pause this. Let me make sure I get the volume turned down. I do not know the logistics of what can be done on live streams. I know that I can't just run TV, right? I know that's not a possibility, but for the heck of it, let's just let a little bit of this run. So some technical details. This is running off my Plex server. It's 1080. It's about 6 megabytes, right? It's not a crazy stream because this is all local in my own house. But I like the way both of these TVs look. The video I made earlier talking about my truth to the A95L is that if you've got the 95K, I don't feel there's a reason where you should go out and buy the newer TV. That investment needs to be solely because you're looking for a larger panel. I was looking for a larger panel, right? And yes, the 95L is definitely brighter. It is 100% brighter. So yeah. Yes, indeed. Now, is there any specific kind of content that you guys would like to see? Now, I don't have everything on Plex, but I got a little bit of something. Matter of fact, why don't I just go to my menu? So we'll just connect to one of my servers. This particular one. We've got some TV show content. So I'm going to scroll down here, and if you happen to be watching this live stream, and if you see something that you think, hey man, why don't you play that just for the sake of video? Obviously this is streamed. The quality is not going to be as tight as it would be if it was an actual video, but it is what it is. Quicksand said, would love to replace the 77 A80J with 95L, but that price tag though. Yeah, man, I think you're in a good space, man, with the A80J. I respect the A80 series OLEDs. I think that Sony does a pretty good job. So I don't know that if I were you, I would make the investment. Brandon says, I just realized why this TV is so great. It goes beyond cinematic. The brightness of the A95L is bright while being cinematic. That is literally a sweet spot, everyone. Lose the Fat Man says 720p boxing looked pretty good. A little bit hard to estimate through YouTube, but upscale getting better. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely, man. The boxing looked pretty good. When I was watching it, was pretty awesome. And the quality here isn't going to be as good either, just because it's being streamed, right? Like, even the image that's in front of you would look tighter if we were just doing a recording of this. Yeah. But as I'm scrolling down here, if there's anything that you feel like you might want to see, let me know before I just start picking stuff randomly. I was getting ready to make a video around like cartoons and anime and that type of stuff, right? One of the requests I've been getting a lot from people is like older content, 720p content, 480p. You say Peru 4K, YouTube? So what kind of TVs are you guys currently using? What are you looking at? If this TV interests you, why does it interest you? I like the engagement. I like to talk about that kind of stuff. So let me throw on just some old school Batman. Dark Knight. Okay, cool. I believe I have Dark Knight on there. It might have just been on the list. You do look like Rapunzel, but I'm streaming right now, so okay. My daughter just came and asked me if she looks like Rapunzel. I just cannot with this kid. All right, so this is old school Batman, old school content, man. I do believe this is in 1080p. Ah, this is a 4K stream copy running at 112 megabytes per second. So as I'm looking at this, when I see certain things like the Batman wording, the yellow wording, it looks like this blooming on the 95L, but it's absolutely not in person. That's one of those things that I do try to articulate, you know, when I make these types of videos and I post them on YouTube. It's like there's just no way for me to get the camera to pick up everything the way that it is, right? But what it is there's definitely brighter details. Like that's what that is. It's just the highlight is more intense. But yeah, I'm gonna switch to that Dark Knight in just a second. Brandon said the HDR impact on the A95K wasn't a standout for me. FOMO on this comparison, however, this TV isn't going to be the case. It does stand out, yeah. Boy, this is old content, man. Old content. And what I'm doing is I'm watching the playback on stream with you guys, so it makes it more organic for me to be able to see exactly what you're seeing, because obviously as I'm viewing it, it's a little bit sooner. I'll switch from this in just a moment. Get a little bit of audio in here. Yeah, I wanted to start off with just some older content. I've got a couple of different copies of this movie though. This one's like a 4K upscale. Nah, it doesn't sacrifice any color accuracy. It's just I haven't made the right investments so far on YouTube, and it's just because I'm so behind the curve on that. But we're doing the research to get the right camera now. Up until this point, I'm using a small point and shoot 4K camera just because it's what I had. Initially, I thought I was gonna be just doing vlogs. And I tried that like 3 years ago, and I got bored with it. And it was only until I decided, hey, I wanted to do TV stuff, that I start being consistent with this. So the camera's just not able to really, give me everything I need to get, right? Once I make that investment, I'm confident that this is a great community, but I'm confident that I'll be able to be, I won't say a competitive space, but I will say I'll be able to be in more of a competitive space, because I got the equipment. I have the panels. I just need to get the right camera. So no, anything that you see that looks overexposed, that looks like overblown on the TV on the top, is merely just a limitation from the camera I've afforded myself to this point, right? And so as a content creator, I have to take responsibility for that. But at the same time, the TV buying is just a part of my lifestyle. I haven't made the investment, and that's what I'm going to do soon for a better camera. Yeah, but everything that you see that looks extra bright is just like the camera not able to get it. There's no color loss. The A95L has better detail in dark scenes. It has brighter whites. The colors, everything it's just more punch to it. I personally haven't seen one thing that makes me think the A95K looks better, other than just me having a familiar eye to it, because obviously I've been watching this TV for a full year. But let's see if we can go ahead and switch to something else. Right, let's go I know we said Dark Knight. Let's go Bloodsport. Somebody gotta be up on Bloodsport, right? Let's look at some details on this. This is in 4K, streaming at about 20 megabytes. You said more modern movie? Okay, I'll kick up to something more modern. Just let me run a little bit of this. And the only reason I'm starting with this content is just because I get a lot of people in the comments asking me about, like, what does old content look like? Even though this stuff is like upscaled, right? They do the re-releases in 4K. This stuff is still shot with like old cameras. Yeah, Bloodsport is it. S95C compares well. I mean, it's a QD-OLED, so it's in the same space. But truth be told, I haven't. I mean, I've been shooting all this content, sharing it on YouTube. I've only been using the S95C to get the videos rendered. And let me tell you, it helps when you're using a QD-OLED to render content that you originally seen on a QD-OLED. Some people won't understand that. But if you use like a standard OLED, and I'm looking at content I've seen on a QD-OLED that I shot, it always looks weird. Okay, you said maybe put on something that has bright effects. The light eyes on the Batman helmet. Second to the latest Batman movie. All right. Which movie are we talking about? We're not talking about this movie, are we? I shot some content with this the other day, and I know I ended kind of like in this dark scene. We ended in this scene right here. Let's let a little bit of this run. You said Batman versus Superman? Okay. I didn't know that's what you meant. I'll go back to that in a second. See, you see, somebody just said it would love to see how some standard definition or 720 or 1080p looks. That's why I was playing older content because I'm trying. I was trying to be thoughtful to. I knew what people would be requesting. All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all, like in this scene right here, this scene right here, like on the top when it's dark, you still can see like in the dark the details on the top more than you can on the bottom. And I can see that the camera might make it look like it's a little bit overexposed, right? But it's not. And that's what it is. Like, look at that shit on the top, man. Let me go back to that real quick. Like right here, this yeah, this situation right here. Like I got this frozen now, right? I'm looking at the I'm looking at the YouTube screen, right? Like I'm looking at this as you guys are seeing it. So as I'm speaking, I'm looking at this. So because the TV's a little bit faster, and there's like just a little bit of, it's not much, right? Because the A95K is a beast, but there's some details lost like in the darkness of this guy's jacket, right? And like I can see more of the details in the guy's jacket up top. Now, if I modify, right, if I modify the exposure on the camera, let me just look to see what this looks like. Because that light, what it is like my camera is catching that light that's to the right of his head. It's that brightness. The camera is trying to focus on that, I believe. It's such a science. All right, Brett says so 65 A90K for 3,000 versus A95L for 3,500. Is it worth the 500? Of course, absolutely. To my knowledge, A95Ks were pretty much done in 65. Oh man, let me turn this off. I don't want to get myself in no trouble. I didn't even pay attention. He was whacking that dude. I never seen that movie. All right, so what were we saying? You were saying, do I believe you said Batman versus Superman? Is that what you said, brother? Okay. All right, Batman versus Superman. Did you say it's a fight scene at the end? Damn, this movie 3 hours. Y'all gonna judge me, man, but I haven't seen this movie either. Man, listen, I spent so much time working, and I plan on seeing things, but it's just like,
there was a time above, a time before. There were perfect
I gotta turn the light off in my kitchen. Let me try to get that taken care of.
things on earth, and what falls is fallen.
Oh, hold on a second. You said which scene is it? Hold on. Let me see if was it at the end. I gotta wait for you to tell me because I'm totally not knowing. Okay, you say not sure? Okay. Well, no disrespect to anybody if I'm if I'm spoiling this, but I'm just gonna let this run a little bit. You said when Superman fights Batman outside in the rain. Okay. So let's pause. Let's see if we can. So Apple TV is a little different. Let's see. I wonder if it would be this chapter 11 where Batman's looking up. I don't know, man. I appreciate you, Brandon, man. Very thorough and very helpful, man. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I've never seen it myself either. And I'm thinking about it like it's 3 hours now. So, man, I'd be almost 12 o'clock watching this movie. So 16 chapters. That's chapters. That's what Apple TV says. I wonder if it's chapter 10. I'm excited to see the fighting scene. Let me take a guess, a gamble. Oh, snap. I think I might have found it. Is this it? Okay.
Bruce, please.
Appreciate you, Austin. Thank you, Brandon.
You have to.
I'm doing good, bro. Review. I'm gonna turn this system up so I can hear a little bit.
You don't understand. There's no time.
What's up, Wavy? Yeah, I got a video doing the doing that. Woo! Is he really trying to shoot Clark with bullets? What's good, Jordan? Look at that red. Hey, do y'all think Shazam would be like a good demonstration to do? Look at that fire. All right, so I got a question for any of you comic book guys, because I don't know the answer. Could Superman throw Batman out of, like, away from the planet? Could he throw him outer space? Dude, I'm actually excited watching this. So Superman could, like, legit pick Batman up and just throw his ass outer space?
You be dead already.
What is this? Come on. No way. So Superman can't see past smoke? Oh, snap. Superman's legit like Goku. Like, he's so damn strong, but he gets caught by like the most dumb stuff. You said you're a color guy. I mean, I would really look into some of the Samsung options too, man. It just depends, man. Go QD-OLED for sure if you want like perfect blacks. Oh, so did that make him weaker? Batman, he's so clutch. Wait. So he inhaled the kryptonite fog, and that made him, like, you know what I'm saying, more regular. Is that what's happening here? All right, I have to actually, because I haven't seen that movie, so I have to actually watch that, right? Right. All right. So after seeing that, I'm thinking Shazam, right? Like that part where Dwayne comes out. I'm thinking that might be a good option, right? Are there any Dragon Ball fans in here? Like, is there a good power up scene you guys can think of that would be like ridiculous to test on these? Cause I'm down with whatever, as long as it's on my Plex server. I'm down with whatever. Thor Ragnarok, okay. I'm gonna embarrass myself because I don't think it's on this particular server. You said Dragon Ball Super Broly. What part of Super Broly? We got to know where it's at because I got to be able to like get to it. I had a couple of the brothers in here help me find that scene for Batman. Logan. Was there any scenes in Logan that were ridiculous? I need help. I don't like what you guys are seeing. All right, so let me just go to Shazam. Because I think Shazam would be... Maybe I don't have Shazam on this server. Maybe I'm blind. Yeah, I might have to switch servers. Black Adam. What the fuck am I talking about? Shazam. Yes, thank you. Forgive me. I promise I'm actually a smart guy. But I need my people to help me out from time to time. Black Adam. Yeah, I said Shazam. What the hell am I thinking about? Is Shazam affiliated with Black Adam in some way? Is that maybe why I was thinking about that? I'm pretty sure I put this movie on here. You in here? Appreciate you, Brandon. Spider-Man? Which Spider-Man? Yo, and so explain to me what happened with Superman at the end of Black Adam, but them like cutting the deal or whatever. What happened there? He got dropped, like the actual actor got dropped. All right, so wanted to pull up this Dragon Ball. I think he said Dragon Ball Broly. All right, so let me see. Where was you saying? You were saying, what Broly scene were you talking about? We'll just pull this up real quick for the anime heads. Okay, what part of the film is it though? I did see this movie. It's been a while. Dragon Ball normally the most crazy stuff happens at the end.
Look at this. Your battle power is astonishing. Who do you think you are?
We are Gogeta. Kakarot and Vegeta have merged together to take Broly down.
You what?
You were dead a long time, so you wouldn't know about this technique. Our two strengths aren't just added together. They're significantly magnified.
Look, not there.
Said that was an alternate ending.
We'll deal with you.
Man, when I seen Superman at the end of that movie, I thought some greatness was about to happen.
That was a close call. Oh my. Don't worry. We'll handle this from now on, Beast. Well, would you look at that? Seems you two can work together.
They did the fusion thing.
Go!
Yeah, I don't have just as I mentioned, I have like live color turned off on both of these.
Now it's our turn.
Brandon said if you're a fan of old movies, there isn't going to be a better TV for you other than S95C. I respect that, and I can confirm old content does look good on that TV. I'm just gonna let this fight go a little bit